Welcome back, Level 3s. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe. Subscription is for free, and don't forget to like and share the videos. And also, you can also click on the notification bell for more notification. So let's get back to business. On today's video, I want to focus on topic 5, which is mailing function in Microsoft Word. This is the unit that we're going to be focusing on, which is unit 9, the mailings function to produce mail merge document. We do mail merge documents for different reasons, and especially in schools or in businesses, because it assists the business to save time in creating a communication or in keeping in touch with their customers or their clients. So by using the mail merge, it makes life easier, because a company can use one type of a letter to send to 1 million of clients in their database. Okay, so let's go back to what is important. So we are going to focus on the mail merge process, which consists of 3 steps. The first step is to create a recipient list. The second step is to create the main document and link it to the recipient list. So the recipient list is the one of your clients. It's your database. It's the people that you want to send the communication to. The third one is to merge the main document and the recipient list to produce form letters. So once you have the database, or you have your recipient list, and then also have created the main document, which is normally the letter or the communication that you want to type, you have to merge them together so that you produce the type of letter or the type of communication that you want to send to your clients. And also, how do we create this recipient list? Recipient list consists of different items. The first thing that you'll see is the columns, which we call them the fields. So we don't have columns in creating a recipient list, but rather we use a terminology which is fields. We also have rows that are called records. So if you capture your data on the rows, we call them what? Records, meaning that you are entering records of your clients into your database. We also have the column headings, which we call them field names. We don't call them headings, but we call them what? Field names. And also we have merge fields, which are column headings that are used to select and insert the details for each record from that field into the document. When we talk of merge fields, we're talking about the column headings that we normally use, or that we use to select if you want to insert details of your clients into the main document, which is the letter. Okay, and also when you're creating data source or recipient list, you have to, or you can use 3 different methods of capturing your data source. You can create your recipient list as a table in Microsoft Word. That's the first step. You can also create your data source as a spreadsheet in Microsoft Excel. You can also use database file in the form of a table using Mailings tab and the Mail Match Wizard in Microsoft Word. So if it is a data source, if it's a data source that is created in database, it's like the table is gonna be showing on your Microsoft Access. Okay, so it doesn't matter which method you use to create your recipient list, as long as you have captured the correct data that is needed. And also, I'm going to also show you how to edit your recipient list once you have created one. Okay, so now the first thing that we need to do is to go back to this step to create your data source. So because I did not want to waste more time, I already created a table in Microsoft Word. Let us go there and check it. So once you create a recipient list in Microsoft Word, it's gonna be something of this nature. So as you can see, you have all your information or your clients in there. Remember, if you are going to use the Microsoft Word to create a table, make sure that you do not have spaces or you don't have extra columns or extra rows. You make sure that everything fits on fits the type of information and everything that you're given on the question paper. Okay, so, and also if you have used Microsoft Excel, it's the same thing. You cannot have extra columns. Just stick to the columns and rows that you given in your question paper or in your question. So your spreadsheet looks similar to the one that is in Word. Okay, so this is just basic basic data that you just need to enter. Okay, so I will also show you how to create the data source using the mail match function. Okay, so this is how you do it. Let's open a new blank Microsoft document. You must make sure that you are on a new blank document if you are going to use the Mail Match Wizard to create your data source. Okay, once you are in your blank Microsoft Word document, I want you to focus on your tabs. You go to the Mailings tab. From your Mailings tab, I want you to click on Start Mail Match. When you click on Start Mail Match, I want you to go where it says Step-by-Step Mail Match Wizard. When you click there, you can notice that, or you'll notice that you have an extra Mail Match Wizard showing on your right hand pane. So once you see this, it will tell you also that you are in step 1 of 6. So for you to complete your mail match, you have to complete the 6 steps. You have to do all the 6 steps from 1 to 6. Right? And then now, what you need to do is to make sure that you are selecting what you want to do. Obviously, we're going to be creating letters, and then you just click next. And when you are on step 2 of 6, it says select the starting document. This is where you say you need to start from a new template, or you can choose that you start from an existing document, or you use the current document. So on this step, we're just going to use the current document. And then you can click on next. Then it will ask you if you want to type a new list, you want to select from Outlook, you want to use an existing list. So if you have already typed your recipient list, like the ones that I showed you in Microsoft Word and Excel, you can use existing. But now, because I want to show you how to create a recipient list from scratch using the mail merge wizard, you will click on type a new list, and then a new pop-up menu is going to show that says create. Then you click on create. And once you have created, or you have clicked on create, it's going to show you the new address list where you are going to feed the fields, and also to your where you're going to enter your records or the data that you have to enter. But before you can start adding your records and everything, because you are normally given, or you are given the data here, you have to do exactly what you are given on the instruction. Okay, so what you need to do is to customize the columns. Once you customize the columns, you are going to customize the columns according to the ones that you are given. So I'm just going to enter a new data. So my data, you have to check the field names that you are given in your question paper. So in my regard, I'll just use I will enter new field names. So the first name that I need is name. Once you check here, if you don't have name, this is what you do. You add, and when you add, you type the field that you want to add. And also the ones that you don't need, you delete. You can start delete from the end. Just delete. Yes, delete. You can just delete all the field names that you will not use. I know it sounds like it's a long process, but it's worth it. Just delete the ones that you don't need, and then you leave the ones that you are given in your question paper. And then after that, you can add the ones that you want. Then you'll have address 1. You can also add address 2, or whatever the case, whatever that you're given on your question paper. Okay, and then once you are done, you just click on OK. So you can see that your field names have been entered. And then the next step is for you to enter the records. So you enter the records the way that you are given. So you start with the name. Okay. And then to move to the address line, just use the tab key. You type the address. just enter the data the way that you're given. Right, there's no space there. Space here. Then just keep on typing your data. Enter the data the way that you see it on your question paper. And then once you are done entering your field, then you click on OK. Once you click on OK, it's going to redirect you to where you need to save on your data sources. Then you rename it. I will say just data 1. Okay, so you can, if you look at your file path, it tells you that it's going to save it under data sources. Then you click on OK. You must make sure that it shows here that this is Microsoft Office address list. Then you save. So this is how your mail match recipient list is going to look like. So once you are here and then you wanted to sort the data, you can go and sort the data. Sort by whatever that you want to sort by. Then you will click OK. And then from here, we are fine. You click on OK. So you can see that now you are in step 3 of 6. And already, once your data is captured, then you are off to the next step, of which you need to write a letter. So because on the first step, if we can just quickly go on the first step, because writing a letter will take time, so you can just go here and say we are going to use an existing document. Then let's open the document. Just going to look for it under downloads. And then this is the document, and then I'm going to open it. So this is how you insert if the letter is given or is provided in your question paper. Instead of using the current document, you can start from an existing document, and then you can just go next, select a recipient list. Once you have selected the recipient list, then you can use an existing list, because already we have saved all the lists that we have. And then now you can just quickly say you are going to use an existing list, and then you go to browse, because already you've captured the information. Once you say browse, it takes you to the data source that we have saved. If you have saved the other questions, you will have to go where you have saved them as Excel or as in Microsoft Word. Then you can go there and open them. So you can go data 1 and then you open. Once it's open, it shows you the data that you just keyed in, and then you click on OK, and then you go on the right letter. Already the letter is here. We don't need to write the letter, but what we need to do is to just insert the fields. So this is the field name. So these are the field names that we need to replace. If you want to replace the field names, by just going to more items, and then you click on name, and then you insert, then it's going to appear. Then you close. So where it's indicated that you have to insert the fields, like for an example here, you just do what I did. You can erase these ones, and then you enter the new fields that you entered. You can put in the name here, and then you can also insert the fields from this side or also on your ribbons here. It's the same. Even if you go to more items, or you can use this insert fields, you still put name here, and then you can put whatever information here. You can put address 1, and you can put address 2 here. That is how you just insert the fields. And then once you are done inserting the fields, then you go to preview your letter. Once you preview your letter, you can check that where there was fields, it's no longer showing fields, but it's now showing what? It's showing the clients or the names of the clients. So you can see now it no longer says the year, name or field, but it says the year Mr. Kane. And then when you check there, you see it shows that you have one recipient already, or even if you can go on the wizard, it shows you that that is your first recipient. When you use the arrows, it shows you or it changes again the information for the next client. And also if you click on the third recipient, then it also shows you the third person. So this is how you check your records from the first letter to the third letter. And then once you are done, you can then complete the mail match. Once you complete the mail match, you need to print. Once you click on print, it's going to ask you if you want to print all the records, or you want to print the current records, or you want to print from. If you want to print all the records, it means that once you click on OK, your 3 letters are going to be printed. But if the instruction says print only the current record, you will click on current record, and then you click on OK. It will only print 1 letter, which is Mr. T. Kane's letter. If you only want to print from record number 2, you would click on from, and then you put 2 to 3, meaning that once you click on OK, it's going to print the second letter. It's going to print the second letter and also the third letter. Okay, so now this is how you do your mail match. So on this video, I've shown you how to create a recipient list, and 3 types of methods of creating the recipient list. I've also shown you how to use an already existing letter to match the information that you're given. If you want to type the letter, you must make sure that when you are in step 2, you click on use current document, and then once you go to step 3, you will open your existing list if you have already created. If you have not created any list, remember, you type a new list. Then after that, you see step 3 says you must write your letter. Then you will type the given letter if you're supposed to type it from scratch. But if it's already given, like what I showed you in this video, you are just going to select from an existing letter, and then you open the letter, and you only have to change the match fields. Students, I hope this video was helpful. Don't forget to subscribe on the channel. The subscription is for free. Like the videos. Don't just view the videos. View the videos, watch the videos, subscribe, and like. Thank you so much. I hope this was very useful.